You wake up, but you don't feel rested. You go through the day, but it feels pointless. You try, but it never seems to be enough. No one sees how hard you're trying. No one understands the weight you carry. You wonder, why does it have to be this way? Your heart is heavy, your mind is exhausted, and your soul feels drained. Maybe you've tried to explain your pain before, but people don't really listen. They nod, they say it'll get better, but deep inside, you don't believe them. But listen to me, this is not the end of your story. Right now you feel lost, and maybe you even feel weak. But the truth is, this is the moment that will shape you. The ones who mock you now, they don't know your fight. The ones who doubt you, they don't know your strength. The ones who ignore you, they don't know how much you're carrying. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is proof that you're still here, still standing, still breathing. Every person who has ever become something great has faced moments like this. They have stood exactly where you are, staring at the emptiness, wondering if it's all worth it. It's easy to believe that you're the only one struggling, that everyone else has it figured out. But what if I told you that the strongest people in the world were once the weakest? You've been fighting so hard, but the world doesn't seem to care. You've been giving it your all, but the results aren't coming fast enough. You wonder if it's even worth it. Maybe you've thought about giving up. Maybe you've even convinced yourself that this is it, that you will never be enough, that nothing will ever change. But let me tell you something important. Pain is temporary. What you're feeling right now is not permanent. The weight on your chest, the sadness in your heart, the exhaustion in your mind, it won't last forever. But what happens next? That's up to you, because at this very moment, you have a choice. You can let this pain break you, or you can let it build you. Think of every hero, every legend, every warrior. They didn't start strong. They started just like you, lost, alone, defeated. But they kept going. They took every insult, every failure, every moment of weakness, and turned it into fuel. Do you know what separates the great from the forgotten? They didn't quit. No matter how hard it got, no matter how many times they failed, no matter how much pain they endured, they refused to stop. Every time they got knocked down, they stood back up. Every time the world told them, "You're not good enough," they fought harder. Every time their minds screamed, "I can't do this anymore," they pushed through. And one day, something changed. The world that once ignored them started paying attention. The people who doubted them started asking how they did it. The ones who laughed at them started respecting them, not because they were lucky, not because they had something special, but because they kept going. You are not weak. You are not a failure. You are becoming something greater. Every struggle, every late night, every tear, it all means something. It's shaping you. The pain you feel today, that's your training ground. The challenges you face, that's the fire that will forge your strength, because one day when you look back, you'll realize this was the moment you changed. Not when everything was easy, not when everyone believed in you, but when everything was against you. And you still chose to move forward. That's when you became something unstoppable. Life will never be fair. The world will not hand you success. You will fail. You will struggle. You will face rejection. You will feel pain. But that pain, it's proof that you are still alive. That struggle, it's proof that you haven't given up. Every time you fall and get back up, you are proving to the world and to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. You don't need permission to succeed. You don't need someone to save you. Everything you need is already inside you. One day, the ones who doubted you will wonder how you did it. One day, the pain you feel now will be the reason you stand tall. One day, you'll realize this moment of pain was the start of your greatest transformation. But that day will only come if you don't quit now. So don't stop. Don't give in. Keep going. Because one day, when you finally make it, you'll look back and realize the pain you felt today was the price of the strength you have tomorrow.